Bonjour les Français, c'est moi Madame Dier et aujourd'hui je vous présente le vocabulaire à l'hôtel. Numéro 1, je vous en prie de bien regarder votre liste. So look through your list really well first. Trouvez les mots connus. Find the words that you think you already know without even having watched the video. Mettre l'équivalent en anglais. If you think you know something already based on its cognate structure or its spelling, its context, go ahead and write down the equivalent en anglais if you think you know it. Regardez ce vidéo. Then watch, confirm if you're right, and add the ones that you didn't get. Merci. D'abord, on va discuter les verbes utiles, ici à gauche. Nous avons loger, loger, et séjourner, séjourner. Both mean to stay. Passer la nuit. Passer la nuit, to spend the night. Réserver, réserver, to reserve, as in to reserve a hotel room. Compter, rester. Compter, rester, to plan to stay, meaning at the reception, they might ask you how long you're planning on staying, several days, just one night, etc. Payer, payer. You've probably already determined that that means to pay, and indeed, once you've had services rendered, you need to pay for them. Donner sur, donner sur, to look out on. If you like a room with a view, you might ask for une chambre qui donne sur le jardin, a room that looks out on the garden, or a room that looks out on a particular view of the city. Se renseigner, se renseigner, to get information for yourself. Et se débrouiller, se débrouiller, to figure something out for yourself. À droite, nous avons les conjugaisons de verbes se renseigner et se débrouiller. When you say something like a se in front of a verb, reminder that that is a reflexive verb. It reflects back on the person who is doing the action. So renseigner, se renseigner, excusez-moi, means that you're informing yourself about it. You're learning more about it for yourself, and you're going to take care of getting that information on your own. You might use this when you're talking with the concierge, the person who works at the hotel and is informing you about things like movie times or how to get movie tickets or theater tickets or good restaurants to eat at. The way that you change a reflexive verb is two-part. Reminder that you need to change the se, which is the pronom réfléchi or reflexive pronoun, and the er at the end, which is normal. Je me renseigne. Tu te renseigne. Il, elle, on se renseigne. Nous, double up, renseignons. Vous renseignez, double up. Il ou elle se renseigne. We'll work more en classe about how to put those into context. Le verbe se débrouiller, séparé, se and et are the parts that get changed. Je me débrouille. Tu te débrouilles. Il, elle ou on se débrouille. Nous nous débrouillons. Vous vous débrouillez. Il ou elle se débrouille. On peut continuer avec une chambre. Une chambre. Ça veut dire a room. Just like une chambre in your home that we learned earlier en français toi. Same thing, une chambre. You might request specific things when you ask for une chambre d'hôtel, and clearly you could request on the internet, in which case you would see these things in text. But many times you would call for a hotel room and you'd need to specify what you want. Une chambre pour une ou deux personnes. Clearly that's talking about how many people will be staying in the room. Une chambre à un lit, une chambre à deux lits, depending on how many people are staying in the room, depends on how many beds you need. And you'll have to specify that for French hotels. Avec douche, shower like you know. Salle de bain, bathroom. La climatisation, which is sometimes shortened to just la clim, air conditioning. Un balcon, a balcony. Again, you'll want to specify all of these things if it's something that's important to have in your hotel room when you book your room. En France, they're pretty spécifiques. Sometimes, because most French hotels are older, they may not have a separate bathroom included in the room. Différente, oui, but that might happen. So you want to make certain that if it's important to you to have your own, that you specify that that's included. You might describe your room as such. C'est confortable. Confortable. C'est calme. C'est calme. C'est grande. That might be one that you don't use quite so often in French hotel rooms. C'est spacieuse. Spacieuse. Again, another one you might not see often, but in case. C'est clair. C'est clair. C'est bien situé. C'est bien situé. C'est bruyante. Bruyante. Ici à droite, nous avons les types d'hôtels. Nous avons un hôtel de luxe, un hôtel de luxe, and you can kind of tell that these are in order of comfort or luxury, un hôtel de luxe being the most luxurious of your choices. Un hôtel bon marché, un hôtel bon marché. This expression reuses bon marché to mean not very expensive or a reasonably priced hotel. Another kind is une auberge, and une auberge de jeunesse, une auberge de jeunesse. In Europe, where countries are closer together and you're hopping cultures very quickly from one place to another, something that's popped up that's very popular is an hostel. So it's a hostel, watch spelling, not as in hostel, the adjective. But une auberge and une auberge de jeunesse are hostels, meaning that they are a very, very inexpensive place to stay, and they're kind of like a hotel/dorm, meaning that they'll have a room with lots of bunk beds in which you can stay and sleep. Usually you have to bring your own sheet. Usually they provide towels and etc. We'll discuss a little bit more about auberge en classe. But auberge de jeunesse is a youth hostel. So if you're traveling like that, it's also a good way to meet people from different cultures because those are geared more towards younger travelers. You might also stay in un gîte, which is like a bed and breakfast or an inn. It's usually family owned rather than a corporate chain. Or une chambre d'hôte, une chambre d'hôte. And this might be a family that has a larger country house and they have guest rooms that they rent out to people. Usually those ones are found on the internet. Un camping. And clearly that's a campsite. Some you have to pay for en France and some are just normal, whatever you find, like aux États-Unis. Comment régler et payer? How do you pay? En espèces, ou bien en liquide, in cash, ou bien avec une carte de crédit, or une carte bancaire, like a bank debit or credit card. Voici quelque chose qui sont utiles en France à l'hôtel. La clé, which can take several forms. La clé can look like this. It can have kind of this big key ring on it, and it will have a normal key. It can be a card that you swipe or enter into the door. Depends. If it's an old-fashioned one like this, some of the older hotels may ask you to hang up your key at the reception desk or turn your key in when you leave the hotel. It's an easy way for them to know who's present in the hotel in their room and who isn't, so that they can either clean the rooms or, in the case of an emergency, make sure everyone is out. L'ascenseur, l'ascenseur, the elevator. Très petite en France et en Europe en général. Le papier toilette, le papier toilette. Et aussi les mouchoirs, Kleenex or tissues, might be good to have. Les serviettes, Those are féminines, so une serviette. Je suis désolée, you might want to mark that les mouchoirs, c'est masculin, manly Kleenex, and féminin towels. La télécommande. Clearly, most places now have flat screen TVs, assez moderne, so la télécommande will be what you use to allumer and éteindre la télévision. At the bottom, we have a couple of things that you can say à la réception if you have some questions. We'll add some more en classe, but these are some basics. If you want to say, par exemple, il y a, there is or there are. Par exemple, il y a des serviettes dans la salle de bain. Or voici la télécommande. Here is or here are. If you're looking for something, reminder that où est is a great way to start it if you're asking a question about one thing. Or où sont, a question with more than one thing, like où sont les serviettes? Or où est la télécommande? If you need something, especially à la réception, helpful to ask, j'ai besoin de. Par exemple, j'ai besoin de serviettes. If there isn't any of something in the room that you're staying in and you need to ask for it, you can always say, il n'y a pas de. Il n'y a pas de. Il n'y a pas de serviettes. Il n'y a pas de papier toilette, etc. Ici aussi, you could always say ne marche pas if you go to the réception and you want to tell them that something isn't working in your room. Always a good idea to do this just in case. Don't want to have a charge on your room when you leave. So you want to say, par exemple, la télécommande ne marche pas. Or la toilette ne marche pas. That's always a dangerous one. If there's more than one thing that isn't working, you can always say ne marche pas. No change in prononciation, but definitely spelling différence. Ça y est, merci beaucoup. Au revoir.